Thank you so much to Brad 5 times August. Did you hear the honking, by the way, whilst Brad was playing? That was our Assange truck that finally got freed by the police and is now departing. So we'll give one more shout out for Julian Assange. And of course, a big thank you to Brad 5 times August. Now, we're going to hand over to our next speaker shortly.
Voilà, maintenant, j'ai l'honneur de vous présenter quelqu'un d'exceptionnel que tout le monde adore. Nous avons l'honneur de l'avoir en Suisse. Cette personne, c'est une experte dans le domaine de l'OMS. Nous avons d'ailleurs travaillé, elle et moi, ensemble pour les référendums contre les lois Covid chez les Amis de la Constitution. Elle a un CV long comme le bras, PhD, privat-docent, lanceuse d'alerte quant à l'OMS, formatrice et consultante à l'OMS et à l'ONU pendant toute sa vie, on peut le dire. J'ai le plaisir d'appeler le docteur Astrid Stuckelberger.
Merci. Je ne vais pas arriver à parler parce que vous me touchez le cœur. Alors merci beaucoup. Vraiment, merci à vous parce que vous êtes libérés. Merci à votre énergie. Merci à Dieu parce que franchement, c'est une guerre spirituelle. Je suis obligée de le dire tellement c'est grave ce qui se passe. Alors, j'ai que 5 minutes, donc j'ai choisi de faire en français, en anglais normalement pour qu'ils comprennent et de faire en français avec les télévisions suisses après. Mais peut-être je ferai du franglais. Mais je vais commencer. Okay, I have 3 minutes, so I'm very sorry. I will speak English as quickly as possible, and I will also make maybe a French section at the end with a conclusion. Welcome to Geneva. Welcome to Switzerland. You are in the international city who is a capital of the world with the most UN agency and specialized programs. You can see here the World Intellectual Property, the International Telecommunication who makes AI for good. WIPO is doing a treaty to patent all the life of the earth. They just signed a week ago. You have the World Trade Organization, the United Nations. I worked for 2 UN Open Days, so I can speak about WHO, ILO, because the mechanism of WHO and the United Nations is completely corrupted. And I don't recognize any mechanism, but what is happening today, and we did a declaration that people have forbid us to put here over there with Rainer Füllmich, and which are free Rainer Füllmich, not only Assange. Yeah, so we have analyzed the texts with Virginie de Araujo-Recha, who cannot be there. I represent 16 lawyers in the world from South America, from South Africa, from the whole world. They could not be here. And we have made a declaration that you can find on the website Honest, on ICIC Law from Rainer Füllmich, and on IPSE. So you can go and see the banners. Everything is cropped in synthetic. So we did a declaration on 19th of May. It was on Radio 74 in French and English. And I will tell you the key points. It's 7 pages. It is legally argumented. And the first point, there is a violation within the United Nations of its own instruments, of the Charter of the United Nations, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, all the covenants of ECOSOC, the WHO Constitution itself does not allow WHO to take power and have transfer of power. The WHO Constitution and the International Health Regulation proclaim sovereignty, human rights, and they're violating their own rights. And now they are violating our Constitution and our rights. So we have analyzed this point. The nations and the individuals are not represented at the United Nations. The transfer of power, no. That's an organization of victims where I'm a godmother of the victims of the vax. Great. Free Füllmich and Assange, but not only Assange. So, I only have 3 minutes. Okay, so transfer of power is incompatible. Transfer of power and competence from a state or from individual is impossible. It is incompatible with our WHO, the Constitution, because we have never given our consent that WHO would take power. So within that, it is already falling against we should change our state constitution to allow what they're doing. You see what is a problem? And the last problem is that nobody's mentioning it here, and I wonder if there are not some people with conflicts of interest within our movement who are censoring Filmish, who are censoring me to put my posters and not be part of some groups. So what I'm saying, there's a massive conflict of interest in the United Nations, contrary to member states' representativity of people. The UN and WHO are directed by interest, financial interest. They made loads of money for the last 3 years. You realize this? Yeah. So it is incompatible with our proper rights. And this is, if you take only that, everything that the UN, WHO are doing, signing, adopting, etc., is invalid because they are breaching the fundamental law that the state interest is not money. It is not the veau d'or. It is not, yeah. So it's very important. So yeah, okay. So this was the key point, and the conclusion is that there are 3 conclusions actually. Where are they? Yeah. So this one is good. Thus, no international legal instrument can confer on the WHO Secretariat, including the WHO Director General, and I would say the whole United Nations Secretary, Director General, Security Council, the power to direct, order, alter, or otherwise prescribe domestic laws or policies of any party, or to mandate or otherwise impose any requirements that parties take specific actions, such as ban or accept travelers, impose vaccination mandates, or therapeutic or diagnostic measures that have never been validated, or implemented lockdown that is not in the International Health Regulation 2005. So you understand that? Yeah. So therefore, member states can no longer be bound to the WHO Constitution when private partners guide this institution and the UN, who has our president, that as it stands, any action adoption signed, undertaken through WHO or the UN on behalf of member states and their population, us, will be contrary to international law, will violate the sovereignty of member states and people's natural law. So we declare every document that comes out of this house or any other treaty like the WIPO null and void since at least 2019, if not very long time ago. Get back your sovereignty and refuse the private sector.